This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It is Thursday night, October the 5th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Thank you for being here on the last night before the final preseason game of the season, and then after tonight's games, after tomorrow night's game, the games will start counting for real. So I don't know about you, I'm very excited. I'm very excited that tomorrow night is a preseason game that I'm going to. I'm very excited that tonight I'm going to give away a couple of passes to the screening on Sunday of I'm Just Here for the Riot. I'm going to talk about my experience actually with that film and what you can expect. And and I'll talk a bit about Stan Smeal as well. So a few things that we'll talk about today. And then, of course, I'll leave time for your questions and comments. So as we start off, moderators, thank you in advance for keeping this a safe space. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support. Same to Hall of Fame members and franchise members as well. So Legends, Hall of Fame, franchise, thanks to all of you for your support, and to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether in my beautiful neighborhood of Richmond and Steveston, or Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world. Thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me, I always appreciate you, and I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved as always. You can subscribe. That's the most important thing. Subscribe so you can get active in the chat section, and so you get my videos get notified of my videos whenever I release them. You can like this video. There are 34 of you in here. That's great. Only 8 likes. So I want to see that right in front of my eyes go up to at least 15 to 17. So if you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and do that right now. Like the fact that we're together, hanging out, talking about the Vancouver Canucks the night before they play their final preseason game. Yeah, preseason game. We're up to 9. Let's get that up to 15 if we can. Also, you can leave a donation like Lucas just did. I'll get to that in a second. Thank you, Lucas. You can gift a membership like Adam just did. I'll get to that in a second. Thank you, Adam. You can also get your own membership. What's that, Jake? Yeah, go ahead. Come on in. Jacob and Sean got to film something, so I want to say hi to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Careful, don't hurt yourself. Jacob and Sean are filming a big reaction video on some big bowling news, which I have no clue. So I'm going to have to watch their video once they're done. But apparently someone is trying to start out the Live Tour, the golfing version of the Live Tour in bowling. So we will see. I screwed that up. They're setting up the bowling version of the Golf Live Tour. I don't know what that means, but I'll watch Jake and Sean's video later. So you can also buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So just before I acknowledge the donations that have already come in, I'm going to talk a bit about the Canucks, a bit about Stan Smeal, a bit about I'm Just Here for the Riot, and then I will give you a chance to enter, but there's no pressure to enter this one, only if you want to and can go, and then I'll answer some of your questions. Sound good? Sound great. Is Jasper in here? I know. Sean? Oh, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm just yelling in the microphone. Sean? Oh, you can't hear me. I think they're too busy setting up. Jaskrin, I was going to bring Sean in just for you, but we'll have to wait for another stream, I think, to do that. You got a glimpse of Jacob, but no Sean tonight. Let's acknowledge a couple of your generous gestures already, and we start with the legend himself, legendary Lucas Gates. You got a $5 donation from legendary Lucas Gates. Says it's almost a long weekend. 36-team NHL alignment and expansion proposal is as good as done. Lucas loves his expansion. I will give him that. Like sub, become a member, and more. Thank you, Lucas. And let's give Lucas some love in the chat for sure. Also, I can't highlight it, but I can certainly recognize it and talk about it. Adam Lee gifts a membership. Thank you, Adam. It's a $5 donation and also does a double whammy. It serves as a membership for Brian. Brian back with the CCC Clay's Canucks Commentary Crew, the CCC Crew. I guess it's CCCC. And you have franchise membership for a month, courtesy of Adam. So welcome, Brian, and thank you, Adam. Now, what are you guys talking about? Well, Taylor got 100%. Oh, no, I passed it. I thought you got 100%. Congrats, Taylor. I know you're cranking through midterms this week, or at least one midterm for sure. Okay, so the Canucks host the Calgary Flames tomorrow. They host the Calgary Flames tomorrow in their final preseason game. The Canucks have won one. They've lost 4, 3 of them in regulation, 1 of them in overtime. And I expect a full roster tonight because the 6 players, I tweeted about it. I said, now you see them, now you don't, because the 6 players that they called up, remember 4 of them played, 5 of them dressed. It was Sasson, Baines, Ratu, Shelovs, Johansson, and I'm missing one. Sasson, Ratu, Baines. Who else played last night, you guys? I'm missing one. Shelovs, Johansson, and there was a 6th guy. Johansson didn't dress. Shelovs didn't play, but 4 guys did play. Sasson, Ratu, Baines, and who is it? Who is it? I'm losing it, you guys. Who is the other Abbotsford guy that played? Or else I'll look it up real quick. If no one tells me in 5 seconds, I'll look it up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, do I have to go? Okay, I guess I got to look it up real quick. How can I not remember this, you guys? Sasson, Ratu. Oh, Linus Karlsson. Yes, Karlsson. So I tweeted, yes, now you see them, now you don't, because it was funny. At 10:04 a.m. yesterday, the Canucks, actually, I'll show you on the stream, because it was funny because they basically could have used the exact same template because they used the same 6 players in the exact same spots, and all they had to do was change some of the writing up top. So remember, yesterday, prior to their game in Abbotsford, the Canucks called up 6 players. So this is what my tweet looked like. It says, now you see them, now you don't. And it's because this is it looks exactly the same. Canucks General Manager Patrick Alvina has announced that the Canucks have made the following roster updates. The following players have been recalled from the Abbotsford Canucks: Shelovs, Johansson, Sasson, Ratu, Karlsson, and Baines at 10:04 yesterday. Then at 10:01 this morning, General Manager Patrick Alvina has announced that the Canucks have made the following roster updates. Exact same thing. The following players have been assigned to the Abbotsford Canucks: Shelovs, Johansson, Sasson, Ratu, Karlsson, and Baines. So when you put them together, they look exactly the same. Look, the tweets are exactly the same here. The graphics exactly the same. Being recalled from, being assigned to, and the exact same 6 players. So no, they did not post an error. They did not post the same tweet twice. What they did was they basically announced the exact opposite. Yesterday it was 6 guys coming up for the game. Today it was 6 guys going down. But it was just kind of funny how they looked exactly the same. And if anyone's asking why, it's because 4 of them played in Abbotsford yesterday. It allowed them to rest guys like Miller, like Petey, like Quinn Hughes, like Ian Cole. So that's what they did with it. That's what they did with their dueling tweets, so to speak. So tomorrow, I do expect the full line. Let's presume that Pettersson's playing and Mikheyev is not. So that means one of Joshua or Oman will likely sit, because you're going to go Pettersson with Kuzmenko and Beauvillier. You're going to go Miller, Besser, PDG, DiGiuseppe. Third line is likely going to be Suter, Garland, and let's say Joshua. Then your fourth line has some mix of Bluger and 2 of the 3 of Stadnicka Hoglander, and Amon. And then Mikheyev will be your scratch. Then on D, you're going to go likely Hughes and Ward. You're likely going to go Susi and Hronik, and then Cole and Myers. And then that still leaves Juleson, Breezeball, and Wolanin on the outside looking in. One of those guys will likely be cut after tomorrow night, even though none of those three will likely play: Breezeball, Wolanin, and Juleson. So that's how the Canucks should line up tomorrow night. I expect Demko to play because DeSmith got to play last night. And then we'll see. I'm going to be at the game tomorrow night. So if any of you are there as well, hope to maybe see you. I know I will be, I'll be sitting not in my usual 319 tomorrow, but I'll be in section 317 because I traded them in for tickets in the accessible section, the handicap disabled wheelchair accessible section. So that's for tomorrow night. A couple other Canucks news I want to talk about is, number one, Rick Dollywall was saying on the Donnie Dolly show that he heard that the Canucks were working the phones today trying to facilitate a trade. I don't know if that's a minor trade like trading Jack Rathbone out. I'm not sure how much you're getting for him. I don't know if it's a more major trade in trying to bring a right shot defenseman in, but we will keep our eyes open, our eyes peeled, ears open. Just pay attention to what's going on tomorrow. If there's any scuttlebutt, and again, there's no guarantee that something's going to happen tomorrow. But it's always exciting when you hear that there's kind of at least some activity when it comes to the Vancouver Canucks. Let's talk about Stan Smyl, and I'll read this. I'll show you this, guys, from the Vancouver Canucks. It was shared today, and it looks like this. They said, press release: Canucks legend Stan Smyl to transition from hockey operations after 45 years. After 45 years as a player, coach, senior manager, and leader within the Canucks hockey operations department, Stan Smyl has decided to transition from his day-to-day duties, but will remain involved with the club. Smyl, often referred to the heart and soul of the Canucks organization, will remain a community and business ambassador with the club. In this role, he will represent the Canucks across a broad range of community and business-based activities, events, and will continue to support the Canucks for Kids Fund and its beneficiaries. Smyl joined the organization in 1978 and immediately made an impact on and off the ice. The eight-year captain, led the Canucks to the 82 Stanley Cup Finals and became the first player in franchise history to have his number retired. 45 consecutive years with the club makes him the longest-serving player-employee in franchise history. Smyl has been a member of the Canucks organization for parts of the past 6 decades. When I moved to Vancouver in 1978, I could not imagine the positive journey would become over the next 40-plus years, said Smyl. The team and community have meant everything to me and my family. We are truly grateful for all the relationships and experiences we have shared together. Stan is a role model for every hockey player, past and present, said Canucks President of Business Operations Michael Doyle. He has committed his life to his team and his community, and we are fortunate that he will remain an ambassador for the organization going forward. So again, the main thing here is that he's still going to stay involved, but as a business and community ambassador. So he's going to be like Kirk McLean, like a lot of the alumni. You're going to see him at a lot of charity things, helping grow the brand of the Vancouver Canucks. Most recently, you guys remember, he was actually the temporary GM just before they brought in Patrick Allvin. Remember, they fired they fired Jim Benning. And before they hired Rutherford and Allvin, especially I think before they hired Allvin, I remember Stan Smyl, I thought was like temporary GM just for a couple of days or maybe it was a week or so. Smyl also, I think you got to remember, he was a captain, one of the 14 captains before Quinn Hughes. He was captain for 8 years, synonymous with the Flying V. He was also the captain when the Canucks went to 82. So you think of 82, you think of Smyl, you think of 94, you think of Linden and Bure. And then in 2011, of course, you think of the Sedins and Luongo. And then the fact that he's one of 6 players that has the number retired. Him, then of course it's Bure, Naslin, Linden, and the 2 Sedins. So those are the 6 players that have their numbers retired by the Vancouver Canucks. So you can obviously tell that this man is a legend. I know a lot of you fans, a lot of you guys in here are a lot younger than I am. So you might not remember You might not remember him, or you've only heard of him. He wasn't the fastest player. He didn't have the best hands, but he truly was the heart and soul. He was always willing to fight, always willing to stand up for his teammates, always willing to be in the community, be the spokesperson, and truly a heart and soul guy. I don't know who else to compare it to recently, like maybe Burrows. Burrows probably had more skill. Stan Smeel was maybe a bit tough. I don't know. It's so tough to say, but congrats to Stan Smeel, and I'm happy. I'm thrilled that he's going to still stay part of this organization, but likely take a bit of a lesser role, and I think it'll be less strain on him and his family. So yes, very happy for Stan Smeel, a legend here in Vancouver for sure. We got legendary Lucas Gates coming through once again. A $10 donation from Lucas. Thank you, Steamer. Probably for the best. Similar to McLean and Babbitt's current roles with the club. Yes, exactly. I mean, he's a grandfather now, and he's probably wanting to spend time with his family. Great points. All great points, Lucas. Thank you for the donation. Let's give Lucas some love. And yeah, Smeel has basically done it all as a player and a coach and at least manager. Now maybe he can slow down a little bit and still be involved with the team, of course, but still focus on other things, including his family. Now, one other thing I want to get to, and then I'll turn it over to you. In a minute, I'm going to, in a couple minutes, actually, I'll do it right now. I'll put it up on the screen right now. And this, in a few minutes, in about 15 or 20 minutes, at the very end of the stream, because I don't think it's going to be as desired as, say, a pair of tickets to a Canucks game. But I am going to offer a pair. Actually, I will say the filmmakers of I'm Just Here for the Riot, the documentary about the 2011 Stanley Cup riots here in Vancouver. I'm friends with them, especially with Kat, who did the Grizzly films. Kat donated 2 tickets to the screening on Sunday to me to give away on the stream. So a big shout out to Kat Jamie and Asia Youngman, the 2 directors of I'm Just Here for the Riot. And I'm going to give away these 2 tickets. I don't have them yet. They're going to email them to me tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I think my camera just went all blurry. Oh, it's whenever they turn on. It doesn't matter. It's okay. So, it's whenever the boys turn on like their cameras and their lights and stuff that things flash in here. Maybe we don't have enough power in this house. So I'm going to draw and give away these tickets tonight, and then I'll have to email them. You just have to trust that I'll email them to you tomorrow night or Saturday before the Sunday showing. So if you don't want to go, or you have no interest in seeing the show, that's fine. If you can't see the show because you're out of town, then don't enter, because it's more complicated for you to win, and then we have to give it away to someone else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link up right now. I'll type it in the chat as well. But what you can do is, if you want to win, a chance to win a pair of tickets to the screening on Sunday. So the screening is on Sunday at 12:45. Sunday at 12:45 at the Vancouver Playhouse. So right next to the Queen Elizabeth Theatre, downtown Vancouver. If you are available and willing to go, and you don't get to sit with me, you should be lucky. I'll send you 2 tickets. I think it's general seating, but at least you get in, and then you can figure out how early you want to go down there. Again, it's 12:45 on Sunday afternoon, and it's a documentary, an 80-minute documentary on the Stanley Cup riots. Now, if you want to enter, just go to that link. I put it in the pinned comment. You can click on it, and it should work. Actually, I should test it right now. Make sure that it goes somewhere good. Oh, yes, here it is. Is it loading up? Yes, it does go to the right place, which is great. And then, like I said, only if you want to go and you can go. Now, really quickly, I'll just tell you a bit about my experience. Kat reached out to me in March of 2020 and told me about the project and invited me to be a part of it. I said, sure. I said, I can give my experiences. I was in the arena on that night. Then we did all the filming. They did some pre-screening interviews with me and everything. Then they filmed me 2 years ago, I think it was December 2021, I said, not December 2020. It was finally December 2021 where they filmed me on a night downtown. And then I've been kind of thinking about it, hinting at it for the past year and a half. And then they released it at a Toronto film festival, and I purchased it and I watched it. And I'm in, I think 3 times that they throw to my interview, which is great. I'm sandwiched in between Don Taylor and Roberto Longo. Don Taylor, my favorite broadcaster. Roberto Longo, my favorite player. So it's kind of cool. And all my appearances happen in the first half of the show. And without spoiling it, basically, it has a lot of stunning footage, like video footage of the riots, some pictures, a lot of interviews with not so much players, but more fans and broadcasters. And then the second half of the film, it tries to really get into why did this happen? How did this happen? What was the motivation behind those caught on film? How have their lives changed? And what is the role of social media in our society today? So if you're a hockey fan, you're going to love it. If you're a Canucks fan, I don't know if you're going to love it, but you're going to find it very interesting. If you're just really interested in social media and its effect on society, you're going to love it. And overall, this film, it doesn't tell you how to feel. It's not meant to make you happy, sad. I think it's meant to make you think. And it's a small bonus that I'm in it, but I will be going to see it on Sunday, and you have a chance to go as well. So I know some of you may want to go see it. Others are trying to block that out. That's fine. That's totally cool. So only enter the draw if you want to win. And then I will do it. I will do the stream. I'll do the video. Let's try that again. I'll do the draw. You can tell it's been a long day. I'll do the draw right at the end of the stream, and we'll do it pretty quick. Okay. So I'll take that off of the screen, but I'll leave the pinned comment there for anyone who truly wants to enter the contest, and we will draw it in 20 minutes from now. So we'll end the stream with the draw at 11:45. Let's go to our mid-show sponsor read right now. Shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. Check them out at ptforum.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor. Thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link, tinyurl.com/VessiClay, and receive a free pair of socks with your next Vessi purchase. Don't forget, 12-hour live stream is coming up in a week and a half on October 14th. If you want to buy Canucks tickets from me, email me at canuckclay@gmail.com. And then this is my last show of the week. My next show will be either Sunday night or Monday night. I will have to let you know depending on how my Sunday night's going with a family gathering we are hosting here at our place. Also, a mid-show reminder to you to subscribe, to like the video if you haven't liked it already. Only 21 likes. We can bump that up. You can leave a donation like Lucas has been doing. Thank you, Lucas. You can gift a membership like Adam has done. Thank you, Adam. You can also buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Okay, let's go to your questions now. Let's go Canucks questions first, and then I'll save 5 minutes of Ask Me Anything, and then we will do our draw. And then if you want to talk about the film at all, your thoughts on the rioters or the riot, where you were that day. I was in the arena, so that was pretty crazy. I was getting texts and everything to be careful walking out. And then basically I waited in the arena for about an hour, watched Zdeno Chara and Tim Thomas skate around Rogers Arena ice, lifting up the Stanley Cup. And then after an hour, I made my way out. I didn't go near the riots. I stayed on the BC Place side of downtown and then made it to my office, got in my car, and then I went home. Great point. A lot of people's lives were ruined that participated, lost jobs, scholarships, relationships. Very dark day. Gave the Canucks and Vancouver a big black eye. I want to see 20K Clay going crazy. You're going to have to wait a few years for that. Hey, J Kid, never should have happened. I'm not sorry for those who got caught up in the riots to this day. They got busted and they ruined the rest of their lives and basically have a criminal record they have to live with forever. Remorse or not, it was justified for their actions. Could this Alvin working the phones thing have something to do with Ethan Bear? Sure, he's injured. Does Alvin want to trade a higher paid winger? Fangirl, great question. It could be any of those things. I think the Ethan Bear, though, one is probably a little bit later in the year. I hope the Canucks game goes well, win or lose tomorrow. But I'd be pretty bummed if the Lions lose. I badly want that home West final. Yeah, if the Lions win, if they clinch first place, they get a bye and they host the Western Final, which would be amazing. Fitness says, not sure their whole lives should be ruined for just one night. Yeah, that's one angle of the story. I'm really hoping this goes well. Oh, you're talking about I have to catch up on the girl messages later for sure. Hey Clay, how come no one's talking about Vitaly Kravtsov, 2 goals and 5 points in 5 games? Lil Slammer, I did not know that. I don't even know what team Kravtsov is playing for right now. It must be in Russia somewhere, but that's good. That's great, and we still own his rights. Talking about some of the riders, they got super depressed and their lives affected forever. I don't think one night your child life should be ruined. I believe in second chances. Yeah, and that's a really, really interesting part of this movie. I hope to see Petey playing tomorrow. It would be great if you could help the team win their last preseason game. Amen, amen, amen. I'm great, Harry. Hope you're doing well as well. Eli, the URL is click on it if you want to be entered into a draw to win 2 passes to the screening of I'm Just Here for the Riot. They had a sold-out screening on Monday night. They had a sold-out screening tonight. And then now they are selling tickets to a 3rd show on Sunday. I was home in northern BC when the riots happened. I got lucky I wasn't in the city. Bump into Hoglander today at Kit's IGA buying toilet paper. Awesome. Pat, did you ask him a very strong hypothetical question, or do you only save those for me? And by the way, was he nice? Did you take a picture with him and just talk to him? Tell me about it, Pat. I do believe in second chances personally, but they have a lot of soul searching. Yep, that's fair. Any waiver players we should grab? No, generally this early, no. There might be a more substantial players put on the waivers over the Thanksgiving weekend, but no one that really caught my eye, admittedly. I remember the riots. I was here. I was like, here we go again. I was old enough to remember 1994. Me too. Hey, Harry, I actually went through the lines already, so I'm not going to do it again. I did that about 10 minutes ago. So you have to rewind to see that. My prediction is a 4-2 win tomorrow. Tyler Myers trade value. I think it's going to be better near the trade deadline. Right now, I wouldn't say it's not that much because of a $6 million price tag. I'll be at a hockey game tomorrow night working securities for my local team. Nice. Love to see if Kat got Mayor Robertson involved. Do completely drop the ball that night. Yeah, it wasn't great. Are we going to see your roster update on the Canuck? Not sure what that means, DSS. I'm planning on eventually. No, Jask can still more. No, that's important, but I won't highlight it here. I think I posted on the stream last night, but the riots really ruined my grieving process. Yes, no, Ricky, you did mention that last night, that you went from sadness from losing the game to embarrassment to what was happening. Saw Huberdeau and Kadri tonight downtown. Gave Kadri a fist bump. Looked like they were having some drinks. Aren't taking preseason hockey too serious. Oh, that's fine. And if it was a couple of drinks, whatever. That's cool. Fitness that you saw them. Shannon. Oh, I'm glad everyone said, because gift membership gifting doesn't show up on my StreamYard, but I'm glad you brought it up to me. Thank you to Hall of Fame member Shannon Hollingworth. We actually had our Zoom chat earlier today. Gifted 1 Canuck Clay membership, and this one goes to EJ87 back as part of the CCC crew. So welcome, EJ, and thank you, Shannon, for the donation. Let's give Shannon some love in the chat for sure. Great job, Shannon. Curious, Clay, to hear your thoughts on where Patrick Kane lands. I don't know. Is he healthy? Still unsigned, coming off of surgery, but supposedly he's ahead of his recovery schedule. Should be good to go by November, I believe. Yeah, and then there's the whole, if you're into it, there's a whole kind of integrity issues as well. Has he lost a step? Can he still help a playoff contender? I think someone will pick him up, but it's a matter of who's got and what's he going to be worth? Like, it's so, those kind of cases are quite fascinating to me. Scott, I do know that it's going to be released on ESPN because it's an ESPN 30 for 30, which is amazing. It's going to be released next summer. So I don't know if it's going to come out before next summer. Oh, I got tickets for that movie already. Girl I like from my gym works at VIFF and got me a free ticket. That's awesome. Edmund, I will see you there on Sunday then. Why didn't JBD get claimed? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Maybe no one's. It's weird how no one's willing to take a shot because usually that's the kind of guy who, if it works out, it's like a found lottery ticket. Was I surprised? No, I wasn't, Kaya, especially when you look at all the three good things that came from it. You reduce your winger glut by one, you made cap space, and you got a bona fide backup goaltender. Did you hear about the Michigan player? Yes, he didn't he spray paint swastikas on a Jewish memorial or something like that. Horrible, horrible. Is Bear a good player for us or emotional response? Great story or good player? I think he's more of a good player. He's a good story too, but I think he's a good player. I think he's an upgrade over Cole McCord. What position, hey Dazzler, what position do you think really needs attention? If you could only fill one position, one more right shot defenseman. Are we going to see the roster updates? Are we going to see them? I don't think the Canucks will announce any new roster drops until after the game. And they only have to drop 2 players. I got a green Canuck shirt of 33 Henrik Sedin survive the 2011 riots. Okay. I was at home watching the Canucks lost and the riots broke out. So glad I did not live in Vancouver. Personally, I have no sympathy for those dirtbag rioters getting hit in the head with a beer can by one of those losers while I was downtown. Didn't help. Oh, Jason, I'm very sorry to hear that you got pelted with a beer can. With the Canucks record during the preseason, do you think the Canucks will step up and make a difference in scoring more goals when they're? I sure hope so, Harry. Their defense has been okay, except for 10-0. Their penalty kill has been great, but their offense has kind of dried up for sure. Kane will likely return home to Buffalo. You think Patrick Kane might take a pay cut? He should. He should. I don't know what he was making last year, but he should. Tyler Myers for a double big back. Where does Ether play this season? Does he play in Sweden or just retire? My guess is he'll retire instead of playing in Sweden. I don't think he has anything else to accomplish. He's not like he's trying to get back to the league. I mean, it's not like some guys play in Sweden because they want to get back to the NHL. I think if he doesn't get signed, I think he's done. Do I think Ethan Bear resigns? 50-50, but it won't be now. Why is it that Luongo, greatest goalie in franchise history, no number retired, but Smeal, a middle six grinder, has number retired? Yeah, I think a lot of it, fitness has to do with not just on the ice, but off the ice as well. That hockey year, despite the riot, overshadowed the return of the Jets when the team was announced to move just before the Stanley Cup that year. That was a wrong that was righted. I was kind of watching it and left outside after the second period. Just was swearing while listening on my phone. Gotcha. How much money do you think PD will get if he signs? 11 to 11.5. Rick Dolly said Canucks really like Cal Foote, but he decided not to put a claim in him because of his dad working for the team. Yeah, I was talking to a friend about this today. That's really unfortunate if that's the only reason why, especially if Cal Foote can fill a need, but maybe they just don't want that hanging over them the whole time. Who's number one media pundit in the city, in your opinion? I think when it comes to the Canucks, I think Dollywall, he breaks news, he's connected, he's fun, and he's accurate. He doesn't do stuff for clicks. So I'd say Rick Dollywall. Taves is not playing this year, but he's not getting any younger, so it's going to be hard for him to come back. Did he retire? I thought he just said he's not going to play this year. Would I take a chance on Edler? No, we don't need help on the left side. Listening to the Canucks on lock for the first time after hearing shouted on the stream. That one guy voice sounded like a South Park character. Yes. Kyle has a very high voice. Super funny podcast. Highly recommend. Yeah, they have a good time. I like what they do on that show, Kyle and Trevor. Which other Canucks players do you think can still get waived for another team? Well, I don't know if anyone's going to get picked up, but I think Neil Zaman and Juleson are going to get cut after this weekend. Do you think the rumors that Tim Thomas was using illegal goalie equipment is true? No, I don't. You think PD signed similar term deal like Austin Matthews? You mean shorter? Perhaps. Do you think it'd be long or short term? I want it to be 7 or 8 years. I could see it being 4 or 5. Everyone clowning Bedard tonight. He was tripped, getting a lot of hate. Crosby and McDavid never got this type of hate. Okay, I have to look that up, Fitness. I haven't seen it. On the flip side, I remember when Winnipeg bought the Thrashers, I was yelling at my folks, Winnipeg is back in the NHL. Getting a little nervous about the last preseason game. Yeah, it's okay, Shannon. Don't get too nervous about a preseason game. Well, I wouldn't. DSS, let's get to game 7 before, but no, I think we've learned enough. I would hope there's no more riot. If PD signs a short term, will they trade him after? No, not during his contract time. I don't think so. Yes, Taves is just taking the season off. Working with your dad and AHL team would be awesome. I agree. Oh, Jason, you're too kind. I'm not even media. I don't consider myself media. I consider myself just a really good fan, a smart fan. Who do you think will be next sent down to Abbotsford? Juleson and Amon. Fine, tomorrow's game is going to be shown up broadcasted TV. I'm tired of using suspicious streams. If the Canucks make a trade tomorrow, who do you say is the one player that you know will be involved for a right-handed D? Rathbone, Myers. Well, not Myers because you're then now you need 2 right-handed D. So, but Rathbone, you're not getting much. I think it's a package, or maybe it have to be Garland or Beauvillier, but I just don't see that happening either. Not at this juncture. Friends, I'm going to go to Ask Me Anything for 5 minutes, and then we are going to do the draw of the passes for anyone who wants to stick around for that. We won't do elimination. I think I'm just going to do one spin of the wheel and then see what happens. So let's move to 5 minutes of Ask Me Anything. No more Canucks or hockey related questions. It's interesting. Sean and Jake are filming a video. I'm not going to go with who's my least favorite, but I will say this, Fitness. I think there's some guys here in our local media that are highly overrated. That's all I'll say right now. Favorite TV show? I like Blacklist and Criminal Minds. Sushi this week? Yes, I've had it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in 3 different places. Take care, DSS. If I could spend 1 hour with my dad, what would you talk about? Great question. I would talk about my kids. When Dad died, Sean was 3, Jacob was 1, and Kayla wasn't born yet. So if I had an hour with my dad, just talking to him, I would tell him about my family, especially the kids. That's what I would do. Great question. Love Lego, After Dark, Locked On, of course, Clay, and Kempner makes amazing content. Yeah, we are very blessed with some really good content creators here in Vancouver, for sure, or in the Lower Mainland, in BC. Conservative or liberal? Traditionally, I voted conservative. Besides Pepsi, soda preference, Coke. And if you have to go to non-cola, if I had to go to non-cola, probably Orange Crush, which isn't the best. Did you listen to KLF? Well, that depends who KLF is, Ricky. I'm looking them up right now. Are they a band? Oh, 3 a.m. Eternal. Yeah, I think I only know one of their songs. So no, not really. Not a lot of KLF. I'm pretty boring, Kaya. Ham and pineapple. I'm okay with mushrooms too. Onions, but ham and pineapple. Do Sean and Jacob have a YouTube channel? They do. It's not about them though. It's about bowling, and they're 2 of 4 members of a very successful bowling channel called JR Pro Shop. So just look up JR Pro Shop, and you'll see Jacob does a lot of the editing. They do some great content creation, and there's they have 50,000 subscribers. How is your studying going? Thank you. It's going fine. I'm on course number 11 out of 12. I have a midterm due next weekend. Would I ever travel to Hong Kong and have good Chinese food? Well, I'm not a fan of Chinese food, Harry, but I would go to Hong Kong because I've never been there before. Lego has 10 of subs. Yeah, Lego's doing great. He's got like 43,000 subs, I believe. And he grinds. Like he does 3 videos a day. And then when it comes to trade deadline or free agency, he pumps out sometimes a dozen videos a day. And he's not afraid to. He's not afraid to run with rumors or to talk about potential trade scenarios, and a lot of people really like that kind of thing. Lego rocks. He does. Ever eaten a sandwich from Big Star? No, I haven't, Edmund. Did I ever play NBA Jam? Yes, I did, Lucas. Welcome back, the Great Wheel. Yes, the wheel is coming back, but it's not going to be elimination style. It's just going to be one winner tonight. Does the other Kaya still do the YouTube channel she started, I think, last year? Kaya May, I don't know about, that podcast, right? I don't know if she still does it. I'll have to ask her or look it up. How much soda do I drink every day? Too much, Kaya. Maybe anywhere between 500 mils to a liter. So 2 or 3 cans. When did I start being a fan? Ever since I was 4 or 5 years old. So 1980. I'm not going to Lions game. I'm actually going to be at the Canucks game, fitness. How much do I study per day? Not necessarily per day. No, it's not that hard. It's watching videos, retaining info, taking notes, writing essays. I'd say I study about 8 hours a week. So I usually spread it over, no, not even 6 hours a week, spread it over 2 or 3 days. That's usually what I do. I'll be done. I'll have my master in arts and pastoral theology in May of 2024. The YouTubers I watch, I watch a lot of street basketball. I like street ball. I like basketball. So I watch a lot of basketball YouTube and I watch a lot of music YouTube. More than Canucks, actually. Coach Rob's Canucks Golf Stream. Yes, that one's good too. Favorite pizza place to go to in Vancouver? I'm pretty boring. Let's go Domino's, ham and pineapple. Okay, friends, I will have to end it there because I want to get to the wheel. So talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to see if anyone actually did enter in to win these 2 passes, because I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but let me just see who's here. Responses. Here we go. Download. Try not to show them on the screen like I've done before. So again, just talk amongst yourselves for a minute while I get the setup. And then we will go from here. Download responses. Boom. Here. I'm just going to see how many people actually entered. And if it's no one, that's fine. What day is today? Oh, there are. That's great. That's great. So we did have 8 people that did enter. Shannon, I see that you entered. Are you going to try and make it over here if you win? Or are you going to give it away if you win? And I don't know if everyone else is indeed local, but I'll put these 8 names into our wheel. Okay. So let's do this right now. I'll put this on the screen and we'll do elimination. It's only 8. So we are going to do elimination. Again, this is for the 2 passes to I'm Just Here for the Riot on Sunday at 12:45 Vancouver Playhouse. I will we won't do best of 7. We'll just eliminate to the winner, and then I will email you your passes as soon as I get them, likely sometime tomorrow. Okay, let's go. We will just. I'm declaring now. There's no best. I'm rotating. I'm shuffling those 5 times. No best of 7. Just straight down to 1 winner. So it is elimination. Here we go. Our favorite wheel of names. The first one to be eliminated is And Jang. I apologize, And Jang. You will not be going on Sunday. Well, at least any of you guys can go. You're just not going on the tickets that I'm going to give you. Next out is Zach. Sorry, Zach. We are down to 6 in this amazing competition. Anne is out. Sorry, Anne. We are now down to 5. And Japan, is it Japan 4? Is it Shan? Oh, it's Shannon. I know Shannon was going to give it away if she won, but Shannon, you won't have to do that. But thank you for entering. We are down to 3 because Japan 4 is unfortunately eliminated. So we're down to 3. Adam, TV Deals, and AMD. And it looks like AMD is out, unfortunately. So we will not do. Actually, no. I'm gonna stick to my guns. But I'm gonna make it so one spin. Winner takes all. It is between Adam and TV Deals. One spin. If you get it, if it lands on you, you are the winner, not eliminated. If it lands on you, you are the winner. And then I will email you the tickets as soon as I get them tomorrow, hopefully by tomorrow night. Okay, so here we go for 2 passes to I'm Just Here for the Riot. The winner is one spin. It is TV Deals 2010. So congratulations, TV Deals. I will email you those passes as soon as I get them tomorrow. Thank you, everyone, for being here. That was a quick, tidy, good stream. I appreciate everyone being here and hanging out on a non-Canucks night. So thank you, moderators, for doing what you needed to do. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame members and franchise members. Thanks for your support. And thanks to everyone else. Thanks for watching, for subscribing, for liking the video. Today, when it came to extra support, Lucas started us off with a donation. Adam gifted a membership. Lucas donated again. Shannon gifted a membership. So 2 donations and 2 membership gifts. So thank you to everyone for making that happen. Thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform, Personal Training, Weight Loss, and to Kat, Jamie, and Asia Youngman for donating those tickets to the screening on Sunday. So I'll be there on Sunday for that screening. I'll be at the Canucks game tomorrow night. So come say hi. If you're around, I'll be in the wheelchair accessible section 317 tomorrow. And otherwise, for everyone else, I will update you over the weekend if I'm going to stream on Sunday night or Monday night. I will let you know what happens with the Thanksgiving weekend plans. So I hope the Canucks win tomorrow night. And I hope that you guys have an awesome and amazing Thanksgiving weekend. So on your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, or gift a membership. You can do any of those things. And most importantly, have a great weekend. Thanks for being here, and stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Now, it's funny because I can hear Jake recording his video right now too, and I'm trying not to get distracted, but I get distracted very easily. But that's okay. So once again, thanks for being here. And by the way, did I ever tell you that I simply refuse to work with compost because it's degrading? God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.